Hello, ladies. Welcome to Level Up. Tonight is group coaching night. So we just had 2 questions. So I thought it would be a better use of all of our time to just jump on live really quick, answer those questions, and let everyone have their evening back. So thank you to those who took the time to take advantage of this night and of this type of training for me and for submitting questions. So I want to make sure I get those answered. And then in the future, you guys take advantage of this. I can't even tell you, I pay $800 an hour for my group coaching sessions. And so these are free to you guys. So take advantage of them. You have my time as a director to submit questions and to get my one-on-one help. And, I know I get questions from you guys at all hours of the day, random times, random days of the week. So I know you guys have them. So really take advantage of this hour of time that I'm willing to give you and use that time to ask any of those questions that maybe you've had along the way. Tonight won't take an hour because we only have 2 to go over. So I want to make sure I hit on those for you. So the first question I want to go over was from Tammy. And so I'm going to pop it up here for you guys. And she asked, where can I go or look to get training on doing facials, makeovers, hydra sessions, game nights, etc.? Such a great question. There are so many resources available, Tammy. So I'm just going to give you like a short list. And that way you can start looking through some of that. So first of all, on InTouch, you want to go there first. There is a section called Party Central. And you get to that from going to Business Tools. And then in the drop-down menu, you'll go to Party Central. There is all kinds of sections in there. They have a section on grand opening. I would watch all of them just to kind of get ideas from all of them, even though like you may not necessarily be wanting to do a grand opening. Watch them all or read through them all. I don't know how they're tailored videos or reading or however on some of this, but do all of them and see what ideas you get. But they have grand opening. They have ideas on hostess rewards. They have ideas on how to just book these types of things in general, getting some booking ideas, how to start the event, what to do after the event, what to do at the second appointment, and just kind of the way to talk and the way to communicate through some of this stuff. So InTouch is a really great resource. InTouch, Party Central. And then also in InTouch, if you go to the Education tab, there is a section that has MK University. If you have not done that, if that's something you did not do as a new consultant, that has got a ton of information on how to hold your own appointments and classes and things like that. Skincare Confident, Color Confident, just some of those trainings. Clinical Solutions Confident is going to have some things in there on just how to talk about the products and educate you on the products. And then the other place I would take you or steer you towards is the Digital Showcase app that you can download on your iPhone or your Android. So you just type in your app store, search for Mary Kay Digital Showcase. And we just recently got virtual skincare party dialogues. And so this is such a great resource. This is going to give you all the words that you need to say when you're hosting your own classes. Like literally, it's like foolproof. And so, and I'm so glad you asked this because this just reminds me to tell you guys, like Mary Kay sets itself apart by giving you guys sales directors. And I think it's a great thing, but sometimes I think it can also make you guys forget to use the resources that the company gives you. Like you have us, but you guys, you don't need us. We are here to help and to assist and just kind of enhance and supplement these resources available to you. But just know that there are so many people out there, like you happen to have a sales director that is willing to invest her time and help you and do things for you. There are sales directors out there that just don't have the desire or care to, and their units still do wonderful and their units still have great businesses because they utilize the resources available to them. So I love being there for you guys, but I also feel like sometimes we forget to use what Mary Kay has available. So those are some places that I would suggest to go. The other things I would tell you, Tammy, is to go to our group where we have done our live guest events. So Love the Skin You're In Facebook group. There are a bunch of recordings still in there. So going through those and seeing, some of those are very tailored to specific types of classes. But if those are ones you're interested in, then watching through those again and just taking like very detailed notes on what we say in those. Because especially in this virtual world, you can have those notes in front of you on a second screen. Like I have notes right here on my second screen talking to you guys. That is okay. Or if you're in person, you can have notes written down and just be like, hey, and like I just tell my people when I'm holding my classes, if I'm in person, hey, this is my first time to do this kind of event. I'm still learning. So I do have some notes here. You'll see me reading off of it. Just kind of, this is practice for me. So just kind of ignore that and then just go. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you have notes. So rewatching some of those events in the Love the Skin You're In group is a really great resource. And if you are needing a certain event, like a Hydra session or something like that, and it's not in that group, or whatever, if you search through there and you don't see something specific that you're wanting to see, just reach out to me because I'm sure there's a recording somewhere. If I don't have it, I'm sure in our director group, we've got a recording of something if you're needing it. So those are the resources I would lead you to. And then if there's any specific questions after you've kind of looked through some of that, feel free to reach out to me and I'm happy to answer those. So thank you. That was an excellent question. I hope that helped you, Tammy. And then now we're going to move on to question number 2. And this one was submitted by Jamie. So thank you, Jamie. Jamie's question was how to do a vendor event and where to search to find local ones. So the first thing I would tell you as far as how to do it, definitely check and touch. There are some guidelines that Mary Kay puts on us for just doing vendor events. One for sure is that we can't sell from the event table. You also want to make sure you're the only Mary Kay rep at the event. So like when you find one, just kind of ask that question from the beginning. Something I always tell people too is if they have like a fee to enter the event or to register yourself in the event, make sure that it's worth it. Like make sure the fee's not like too high that you're going to feel like you really didn't get your money back or whatever. But really the other thing to remember with vendor events is they are more used for lead generation purposes. So because we aren't technically based on our Mary Kay consultant contract allowed to sell from the table at an event, they are much more for lead generation purposes. So if you're needing some new names and some fresh people to reach out to, this is a really great thing to do. And I always tell people to have like some sort of enter to win. You could have a nice basket that you're doing an enter to the win giveaway, something to get people to your table where they're giving you their information, whether it's just name and email or name and phone number, or maybe all three. And you're getting them to your table to enter in to win something. You can decide what makes sense for you. Or you can, give them a little goodie bag with a sample and some candy in exchange for that information. So however you want to do that, but getting them to your table and having a way for them to give you their information in exchange for something from you, whether that's a goodie bag or an entry into a drawing or whatever that might be. Or maybe it's a $5 coupon on a web order off your website. People will do a lot for those kinds of things, including giving their name, email, and phone number. So, and if it's an event where you think there might be mamas there with kids, make sure you have candy on the table. That gets kids to the table. And then when kids get to the table, mom comes to the table. So that's just a way to work smarter, not harder. So those are some things to think about. And then the best way to find events is I would utilize your social media networks. So I know on Facebook, when I've done them before, I just start searching like vendor events and like all kinds of groups pop up. So get yourself in some of these groups, figure out who the admins are, figure out if they already have a Mary Kay rep once you're in the group, that sort of thing. Like get yourself in some of these networks and try to find them. You can look just like, I also just post on Facebook sometimes whenever I want to do one, just like, hey, is there anyone in the Katy or Houston area that knows of vendor events coming up? I'd like to enter myself into one. Please like spam me in the comments with all the ones you know about. And so those are just some ways to get some people to help you find some of those. And then you just kind of dive in from there. So those are some of the tips I would give you. And if I did not hit anything specific that you were wanting along those lines, just let me know and send me that question separately and I will make sure and answer it. So those were awesome questions. Thank you, ladies, for submitting those. And I hope that our next group coaching night, which we do these once a month, that we'll have tons more for you guys. Because this is going to be the time that I really kind of take those one-off questions going forward. So make sure you utilize my time for that because I have some really exciting things planned into our other nights for training. And so we're not going to have time to hit on these kind of questions. So make sure you take advantage when I do have the group coaching nights because I want to make sure I get to help you in those ways as well. So thank you again. I hope you'll have a wonderful evening and I hope everyone is having a great last week of July. I know some of you are wrapping up really big goals. So I am cheering you on. I know so many ladies are going to earn that super cute pink jewelry that they're doing this month. And so I can't wait to celebrate y'all. Y'all let me know how I can help you this week reach all of the goals and how I can be a best support to you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. We will talk soon.